Hi, my name is Deanna Clark, and I'm the managing attorney here at the Clark-Esposito law firm. We help companies who import and export comply with government regulations. And I'm here today with Jacob Lundy from my office because we recently published an article on our website, which is at www.clarkespositolaw.com, on the imminent potential invasion by Russia to Ukraine. And we're here to explore what the impact of that could be economically on companies engaged in business with Russia, along with ways that companies can protect themselves from any potential new sanctions. So, Jacob, what are your thoughts? Is Russia going to invade Ukraine?
Hi, Deanna, and thank you. So, is Russia going to invade Ukraine? It's an excellent question, and popular media certainly leans on the side of an invasion as probably imminent. However, among foreign policy experts, it seems to be a little more up in the air. It's certainly a possibility given that Russia did in fact invade the Crimean Peninsula in 2014. In the event Russia does actually invade Ukraine, the U.S. has made clear that they will respond with an immediate and sweeping sanctions regime against Russia.
Jacob, thanks for those initial thoughts. That does not sound good. Can you expand on what these potential sanctions might look like?
Sure. We should point out first, however, that any businesses doing direct business with Russia or Russian entities is already navigating extensive U.S. sanctions regimes. However, a new Russian invasion of Ukraine is going to involve much more sweeping and severe penalties, and probably will affect many more types of business, service providers, and technologies. In terms of what any new U.S. sanctions program may look like following a Russian invasion of Ukraine, nothing appears to be off the table. There's been talk of removing Russia from the SWIFT bank code system. There's a bill before the U.S. Senate, which includes a number of potential sanctions should Russia invade. And there's even talk of implementing an export controls regime, which would restrict certain technologies, including vital semiconductors. That would also include service providers and countries outside the U.S. This unique export control, which is very much being considered, would be handled under something called the Foreign Direct Product Rule, and has only been used once before against Chinese technology firm Huawei. When the Foreign Direct Product Rule was implemented against Huawei, it did significant financial damage to the company. Any implementation against Russia would have similar devastating effects across the Russian economy.
Wow. All right. So, given the impact, can you talk a little bit about what companies could do to minimize risk and protect themselves where they're engaged in business with Russia or trade with Russia?
Sure. First off, businesses should go ahead and conduct a review. If they have business activities that involve Russia or Russian entities, it's a good idea, even before a new sanctions regime is rolled out, to do a thorough review and see how they may be affected by any new sanctions. The second thing that potentially impacted businesses should do is monitor the current situation closely and be prepared to respond. Lastly, your business should reach out to an expert in international trade and sanctions to stay ahead of the curve and to be able to deal with any complex compliance issues that will naturally fall from any sanctions regime.
All right. Well, Jacob, thank you so much for giving us your insight on what's happening with businesses and how they can protect themselves against any potential new sanctions that might arise from any invasion, by Russia. To all of you watching, if you have questions, if you'd like to, go over your compliance programs or the lack thereof, we're always available to speak with you. You can call our office at 917-546-6997 or send us an email at contact@clarkespositolaw.com. We look forward to helping you.
Subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when we upload a new video. Check out our playlist if you want to see more of our videos, and comment below and introduce yourself. We'll see you soon.